The cobalt blue color smeared onto the white t-shirt of the artist as she wiped down her fingers and cleared the sweat from her forehead, observing how the mural came to life in front of her. To her left, a little girl took the paintbrush from her mother and began swiping it across the porous surface in a childish but calculated manner. To her right, a man who left his bicycle leaning against a tree after seeing the commotion on his early morning commute, kept his helmet on, smiling as he painted with over 100 people throughout the day, the Indonesian sun beating down. Images were similar in each city. Indonesian women, men, and children with paintbrushes, smiling as they laughed, talked, and sometimes sang with the two American artists about the murals that would be left in their communities for years to come. Two American female artists set off on a journey to three eastern Indonesian cities, Ternate and Tobelo in North Maluku, and Surabaya, to engage Indonesian women through arts workshops. Using arts as a medium to facilitate the voices of women on gender issues, healing, and leadership, they collaborated painting murals. The Public Affairs Office at the U.S. Consulate in Surabaya covers 12 provinces in eastern Indonesia. These provinces include thousands of islands and a population of over 70 million people. One way to engage these remote areas and to create long-lasting and sustainable programs and relationships is through a program like Arts Envoy. The Arts Envoy Indonesia program was specifically designed for 3 cities in eastern Indonesia, and we went up to North Maluku, where we went to the cities of Ternate and Tobelo, where not only did we want to build murals, but we wanted to build relationships and form bonds. The Arts Envoy program of the Department of State shares the best of the U.S. arts community with the world to foster cross-cultural understanding and collaboration, and also demonstrate shared values and aspirations. The program seeks to connect with international audiences who might not otherwise have the opportunity to engage with American arts professionals. The program was branded 2WOMEN4WOMEN to represent how these 2 American women would share their experiences to other women, regardless of their culture or background. They would be able to connect. One of the reasons that we chose Ternate and Tobelo is because they're located in North Maluku. North Maluku is the northernmost island of Indonesia, about 4 hours from Surabaya by flight, and it doesn't have as much exposure or access to American culture and people. Not only that, but they actually came out of a religious and ethnic conflict about 16 years ago when the province split off from the Malukus. And even though it was a brief war, it was actually a very violent and brutal war.
Jadi Maluku Utara, khusus maksudnya di Ternate, itu murni pembantaian, bukan kerusuhan.
Dan Ternate ini bukan artinya persoalan agama, hanya keserakahan orang tertentu mencari kedudukan yang istimewa, maka kami dijadikan sebagai kelinci percobaan.
Although they have been able to come out of that and there is peace in the region, we wanted to go into those areas and talk about sensitive subjects. But we wanted to do it through the medium of art and also to focus on women and their ability to create peace and to maintain peace in the region. Imani Shanklin Roberts, an arts educator and an oil painter, focused on African American figures as her subject, was one of the artists, and Elizabeth Trena, a holistic life coach, Reiki healer, and award-winning muralist, combined their own aesthetics, personality, and artistic perspective to lead workshops on arts as a therapeutic vehicle to encourage women to express themselves by making artwork. The workshop allowed the women to open up and share their problems, joys, and experiences, and express themselves by creating 2 pieces of their own artwork. The artists then used the women's artwork and the discussions to design the mural. Ternate is a small island in North Maluku with a volcano in the middle. Many of its residents remember leaving the area over 15 years ago due to the conflict. They have now returned to rebuild it. With a growing government since the split off of the Moluccas in 2000, Ternate is a city that is still finding its identity. On day 1 in Ternate, we went to the Museum Rempa, which is a spice museum. Maluku's known for being spice islands. And it was amazing because not only did we get support from the local government, we got support from the Dinas Pariwisata, we got support from the Dinas Tata Kota, we also got support from local community members, human rights activists, and local artists as well. So I think that's what was one of the most beautiful things about being in Ternate, was the support from the program. The place that we chose to paint the mural was at the skate park. The skate park is located on the main road of Ternate, and it's in front of the ocean, so it can be seen from the boats that are coming in to Ternate. And it's amazing because it's a skate park, it's called Skate Park Ternate, and it has the wording right over the mural. And the local government donated us this mural, this wall to paint. And what was beautiful is that we had over 100 people come through to paint throughout the 2 days that we were there. Not only the participants, but people coming off from the road. And what was great is that even the local skaters who use the skate park came and painted, ensuring us that they would make sure that they would protect the mural.
Biasa kalau sore anak-anak banyak di sini.
Oh gitu. Kalau pagi siang jarang ya?
Kecuali hari Minggu biasanya
Pagi.
sering ke sini. Cuman karena ini apa semua pada ke Maitara.
Oh, Maitara ada apa?
Cuman dapat camping gitu.
Oh, camping.
In Ternate, the artists used the inspiration and examples of work to proceed to design 3 circles that would represent the transition from day to night. The first green circle represented the importance of nature and featured themes and drawings from the women's work. The second circle, which received the creative control and design from Ia, the local artist, represented feminine beauty and is in the shape of a flower. The third circle represented the volcano and the solar eclipse set to happen in March in the city. Being that Ternate is near the 0 point of the equator, the solar eclipse is set to attract over 1,000 tourists in March 2016.